Hey, how you doing today? I am Tequila Coleman. In today's video, I'm going to answer one of our God ordained spouse questions she sent in. Now, before I get started, I just want to remind everyone, as of Friday, last Friday, February the 3rd, 2023, the Q&A, I closed the Q&A. So there, I'm not accepting any more questions at the moment. Don't directly email me your question because I'm not accepting them, okay? I am still answering the questions that were sent in before February the 3rd. Okay, so this question I'm about to answer, it was sent in January the 3rd. Okay, so don't email me if you want to talk to me about your situation. I recommend you book a session by going to godordainedmarriages.com and click on the coaching tab. Okay, so let's jump into her question. Hi, Tequila. Thank you so much for your obedience. You really helped me so much. I'm really working hard to heal and forgive my spouse. It's been the hardest part of this journey because of the rejection and because I've been rejected all my life. I was listening to one of your previous videos and you were talking about a prodigal heart is hardened. So they have trust issues. Think your intentions are bad for them and don't give you a chance. But I asked God, how can my prodigal love the counterfeit, court her, and treat her a certain way when she doesn't even care about him? And it seems now he is heartbroken over it. But I'm the one that actually loves him and he doesn't care about me. He can just leave me with no problem and feels nothing about it. How come these certain trust issues or fears don't come up when dealing with the counterfeit? How can he give his heart and love to a counterfeit but not me? If the heart is hardened, it would seem that it would be hardened towards everyone. I just don't understand this part. Okay. So thank you for sending in your question. So let's talk about this. So your prodigal spouse's heart is hardened, but yet it seemed like, his heart has opened up towards the counterfeit. You said he's courting her, he treat her a certain way. However, she doesn't even care about him. Well, that tells you a lot. Okay. That tells you a lot about your prodigal spouse because if you can see that this counterfeit don't care about him, I'm pretty sure that he had picked up on it as well. And for him to continue to seek her attention, her validation, her love, that tells you right there that his foundation, he's rooted on a foundation of, you know, um, being around people who don't care about him, being around people who reject him, being around people who don't really love him or like him for who he is, right? So now he's in this position where he's basically just running behind this counterfeit, trying to seek her love and attention. But yet she's rejecting him. She's giving him what he's used to. And this is what we're dealing with in prodigals, okay? See, you are offering your prodigal spouse true love, faithfulness, consistent, right? You're offering him loyalty, acceptance, love and acceptance, right? All of the things that he's not used to receiving. He probably never had these things, which is why he's rejecting it from you. See, and let me just say this too, because not only will he reject you, but if he don't feel good enough for your love, he's going to run from it. And he's going to go back seeking the love that he feel like he deserved, right? The love that don't care about him, the love that cheat on him and betray him, right? We do this all the time as individuals when we still have brokenness on the inside of us. Okay, we go back to what's familiar. Okay, instead of just sitting down, healing, growing, and then becoming a better individual in the process. So it's not that your spouse's heart is hardened towards you, but it opened up towards the counterfeit. No, that heart is hard all around. Okay. It's just that when it comes down to this counterfeit, it's something about this counterfeit that he probably like. Maybe she's speaking his language. I don't know what it is, but the heart is still hardened. And with a hard heart comes your prodigal being emotionally unavailable. So we got to talk about that, okay? Because I know you see how he's courting her and treating her a certain way, but yet he's emotionally unavailable. This man has trust issues, okay? This is what we got to, begin to like really just take a look at, okay? This man on the inside of him, this is a broken man. He has all type of unhealed wounds on the inside of him. Okay. And once he, try to get in a relationship with any other counterfeit, it's going to come out. Okay. Um, so just understand the reason why it could seem like he's treating her better than you is because she's giving him what he's used to. He's used to being rejected. He's used to, people not caring about him. He's used to break up to make up type relationship. He's used to women treating him this way. And I'll take the step further, okay? He might have a type. He might have a certain type or a preference. And if she meet that preference, and if he's not a man of character, he's not even gonna care if she has character or not. He's just gonna look at the fact that she's meeting his preference. She's the type that he got in his mind, and he's gonna go for it and overlook you when you have the character, right? When you speak in his language, you respected him as a man. He gonna overlook all of that to go for the one who has the one who lines up with the type that he has in his mind. So you got to allow God to correct him. You also have to give God time to move your prodigal spouse into a level of healing. Okay. And it's not going to be long. It's not. Just continue to, these are prayer points I'm giving you. So make sure you praying like, God, heal my prodigal spouse's mother and father wound, heal all the other wounds that came when he was rejected, heal the wounds of when he was mistreated, heal the wounds, his abandonment wound. Right. You want to be praying this way so that God can honor your prayers and move him into a level of healing, but also pray and ask God, reveal to my prodigal spouse what true love is and what toxic love is, so that he can begin to discern the two, right? And then another prayer point is, God, help my spouse to feel good enough or worthy of true love, right? Because sometimes it's not that our prodigals don't love us, or they so into the counterfeit. No, with us come everything different. With us, the God ordained, it comes what they never had or experienced, right? And it's scary. It's scary. If you never had a good man before, and now God said you're a good man, you might reject him and go to your ex. You might go to what's familiar because you know what you get from him, from the ex, right? Versus going with this good man. We see this all the time in our world. So it's not that your spouse, doesn't love you or doesn't recognize how much of a good woman you are. He could very well recognize it, but yet he probably don't feel good enough for it. So this is something that God has to grow him in. This is something where God has to teach him his worth, help him to see himself as worthy, before he's able to accept your love. Okay. He got to feel worthy. He got to feel deserving of you, of the promise. Okay. So again, we got to be patient in this process. And we also want to be making sure we dealing with our own wounds as well, because you started off by saying, you say this has been the hardest part of this journey because of the rejection and because you've been rejected all your life. So this is another reason why it's hurting you, because you've been rejected all of your life. So what your spouse has done, he has triggered old wounds in you, right? And he made you feel the way how probably all the man in your life has made you feel, right? So this is the time during divine separation, you want to begin to heal that rejection wound. We heal rejection by going around those who love and accept us for who we are. Okay. We heal that father wound, the rejection wound, with clarity, with understanding and knowing that my father rejected me not because of something I've done. He rejected me because of what was going on in him, right? I'm just helping you to get clarity here. So when you begin to move into a level of healing your past, it kind of moves you into a level of having compassion, towards your spouse, because you see how they're hurting, right? And and God will reveal some of these things to you. God will begin to reveal to you over time. Your spouse really does. He really do love you, right? He's just dealing with a few things, and he might need your help in prayer, to help him get through these challenges, right? But I understand exactly how you feel. The heart, the reason why prodigals don't give their God ordained spouse a chance, when they first, interact with them, or when God reveals to the prodigal, this is your God ordained spouse. The reason why, you're not given a chance is because of their heart. It's closed off. It's hard. It's closed, right? And it can also be, the fact that maybe they got the revelation that you are their spouse, and they know they got a lot of hurt and pain in their heart. And see, this is what they won't say. And this is where your discernment has to kick in, that just by reading body language, this is what I do. But you got to begin to understand that even if your spouse has gotten a revelation that you are his wife, because he know where he's at in life, because he know what's going on the inside of him, he know he's emotionally unavailable. He know he has to grow. He know this. And because he recognized you're different than the other women, and he see the love you have for him, he won't our prodigals won't even take that next step, like in dating or courting or even pursuing us, because they know in their heart we deserve more. They already in their heart, they like, no, I want to give my wife the best. I want to pursue her in the right way. I want to be a better man before I go after my wife. And so they won't pursue. You will see them with the counterfeit, right? And it's confusing to us because it's like we don't understand, but I understand it. I really do understand this. Um, just know, like I said, I want you to just continue to heal your rejection wound, heal your father wound, heal, if you have mother wound, heal that wound as well. Because the more healing you do inside of yourself, it's going to help you to extend more grace and mercy towards your prodigal spouse. Okay. Um, and when God sends your spouse back, you're able to receive him with open arms. So just know, if he's not able to recognize your value right now, he will later on. God will make sure of that. Okay. God will make sure that he understands, okay, who God has given to him. God will make sure he's able to identify real love or true love from toxic love. Okay. And once God wipe his lenses, remove those scales from his eyes, he's going to appreciate the love you have for him in his heart. So don't allow the enemy to cause the love, that pure love you have in your heart towards your prodigal, to to turn bad or evil against him. Keep that love pure. Keep it pure for him. Okay. He deserves it. And when God is done with him, he's going to come back treating you like his queen. He's going to adore you. Okay. He's going to respect you. He's going to court you. So wait on your king. Okay. So with that, I am Tequila Coleman. I'll talk to you all real soon. Take care.